Well, hello. It's another week, and we've been given a beautiful day today. It's wonderful. It feels like spring might finally be round the corner, although I know it might get cold again. It probably will get cold again. Today, I am going to plant things into the garden. I want to try and clear some of this stuff so that I can make room for some more. And ideally get this table out because there are stocks underneath it which aren't getting very much light, and it would be nice to give them a good, as much light as possible. We started getting our first anemones and they're tiny, which means I get to have them in the kitchen. They grow on longer and longer stems as the season progresses, so we've just got to wait for those long stems to come. And it's been generally a good week of me being able to get into the garden, tandem naps, like naps at the same time, so I can actually do a good chunk of stuff. The garden's definitely waking up. I've got that spring energy. I feel totally energized and ready to work really hard. So let's get to work planting things out. It's probably worth saying that I haven't hardened any of this stuff off, but it's all fairly sort of tough and not too soft. I am going to focus today on scabious, the white nigella, the blue nigella. That'll be a good chunk of stuff if I can do that. Maybe this pennycress as well is producing little side shoots. I go by what Florette says about whether to pinch or not, and I've pinched off the top because they're all bolting like this. You can see that would be the flower head. So it would be a very, 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 very short stem. So I've pinched off the top on all of these, and I'll just plant them out somewhere and see what happens. Get my gloves and a trowel and a tray. Over there, it's still not getting any sun. This is what is it? West facing garden. So the south side is this side with the greenhouse, and then falling over, and then obviously that's a north facing fence, and the sun's coming up to about that topiary ball all the way along right now, which means that bed there is not getting any sun. So I'm not going to plant there just yet, but I've got lots of space over here and in this bed. Just need to give it a quick weed, maybe harvest those leeks. There we go. There's one tray of white nigella done in the ground, looking happy. I noticed that some of these cells have got 2 little plants in. That's okay. Nigella is just mad anyway. If you seed it around, it just comes. I mean, like, to space it like this even feels a bit crazy. It's so it's like a weed really, but it's beautiful, and the white version is just particularly lovely, so I'm happy with that. I'm trying to weed as I go. Obviously the beds are a bit scrubby. Next tray. Yay! Right, that is pennycress. It's just occurred to me that pigeons may want this, so I might need to put some netting over it, but I'll just see what happens in the next couple of days, and I've got a replacement tray if it all gets nibbled. Pennycress, blue nigella, and then white nigella over there, and at the end of the bed is tulips, so as soon as they're lifted I can put something else there. And now I'm going to just do some scabious. Oh, so excited for these flowers. I've been just trying to work out how many flowers I'm growing here compared to at the field. The field was obviously probably like a good 1/4 of an acre. I'm trying to remember how many plants of each variety I did, and it was definitely more, but it wasn't that much more. So I'm excited by how productive these plants are going to be, how many stems I'm going to manage to get off of them. Looks good to my eye anyway. And back in the greenhouse, here's what the first anemone flowers look like. So short. It'll be lovely when it opens up though. I picked one yesterday with my baby toddler on my hip and turned around to do something. By the time I looked back, she had the whole thing in her mouth. So I've put it in a vase inside, like a little jar inside, but I don't expect it's going to do much. But yeah, nice treat for me for the first flowers of the season. Yeah, we're getting there, just planting things up. That's what I've done today. Whoop. It's so lovely watching the garden wake up as well. Got some little crocuses down here. I'm really looking forward to seeing the lavender hedge start to shine. It's going to be just wonderful. And the babies are excited for the strawberries. We've got a strawberry patch here, raspberries all along the back wall there, a thornless blackberry there, blueberries, a pear tree, there's an apple tree around the corner back there. We're filling the garden with fruit. But that's it for today. Also, thank you so much again for your kind words on last week's video. I got lots of messages. It was really sweet. So thank you for that. That made me feel very seen. Now I've got to go and look after my baby, collect the toddler. They're both toddlers now. 2 toddlers. It's just chaos. See you next week.